So, welcome to our awakening meditation. I'm going to start with three sounds of the bell. And in the Plum Village tradition, the sound of the bell is an invitation to slow down, to stop, to come back to our breath, our bodies, to come back to this moment. So, I invite you to just make yourself comfortable and maybe take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel yourself sitting comfortably in your chair or your cushion. So, what is meditation? And what are the benefits of meditation? Thich Nhat Hanh says that the function of meditation practice is to heal and transform our bodies, our minds, our consciousness. So, meditation helps us to be healthy and whole. It helps us look deeply into ourselves and what's happening around us in order to realize what's really there. You know, so many of our thoughts and beliefs are not really true. We don't always see clearly. So, meditation helps us to see life or reality as it is. And there's lots of talk about mindfulness these days. Mindfulness is not just a practice or a philosophy, but it's a kind of energy that can be cultivated and felt. I'm hoping all of you have had the uh, great opportunity to be close to someone that just is really grounded in presence and just, radiates that sense of loving kindness. And indeed, I was blessed to be able to attend some retreats with Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. Before his stroke in 2014 and before he passed away earlier this year. So it's this energy of mindfulness that helps to kind of light up our mind so that we can look into ourselves, to look into each other, to look into what we might call the heart of reality. And so mindfulness leads us from a state of distraction or dispersion to a state of focused concentration. And then in concentration, in turn, helps us to gain insight or wisdom to whatever is happening for us or in our lives. And so this kind of insight has the power to free us from our own suffering and from the world's suffering by undoing kind of internal knots that might keep us stuck in negative habits or patterns. So we can begin to see some of the patterns or beliefs that we're stuck in. And meditation is just not in the mind. It's an embodied practice that works its way through our body and our mind, and it releases these internal blocks of suffering, like fear or anger or anxiety or despair or grief or whatever is flowing in us, and so that we can connect to a deep sense of joy. Meditation can help heal. It heals our relationship with ourselves. It can heal our relationship with others and with nature. It creates a little bit of space. And so we can begin to experience a sense of freedom and joy that's not dependent on the outer circumstances of our life or what's happening. We can continue to find those small moments of simply being, whether it's, walking in nature or, being with our children or grandchildren or whatever it is, those tiny moments of joy, and it helps us sustain those moments. So these are the fruits of our meditation practice. But of course, it takes time, lots of time, and patience and practice, lots of practice. So Thich Nhat Hanh says that we are all like a lotus flower in the process of blooming. So I love that image of the lotus flower blooming out of the mud. So all through our practice and our time together this evening, I'll be pausing to sound the bell. And this is a practice in itself. And we practice this at Plum Village centers and retreats. So whenever we hear the bell, we stop whatever we're doing. If we're walking, we stop and we breathe and we come back to ourselves. If we're eating, or no matter what we're doing, we come back to the present moment. And it's a way of, stopping the running and the rush in our lives and just keep coming back. It's a retraining of our mind and our nervous system to let go of all the times that we're rushing around. So as a yoga teacher, I always start my meditation with some kind of gentle embodied movement or body sensing. It helps move us out of our heads and into our bodies. And gentle movement and breath also helps to calm and soothe our nervous systems. And a lot of us are revved up these days, so we got to kind of just bring it back. So I'm going to encourage you, we're going to just do a gentle stretch from a seated posture today. And so I'm going to just move back a little bit so you can see more of me. And you can either sit in your chair or sit on your cushion. Most important is to have that sense of comfort, but also have a sense of sitting upright. So if you're sitting in a chair, it's good to just move forward a little bit and have your feet resting on the ground. And it's best to have, a chair with an upright back if you can. So just having that sense of being connected to the earth through your feet, lifting up through your spine, through the crown of your head. And let's take a nice deep letting go breath to begin with. So breathing in deeply, pausing a moment, and exhale as you simply feel the weight of your body resting into your chair or your cushion, and that's resting into the earth. And then just breathing naturally for a moment. Take a moment to check in and notice how you come. How is your body today? Just being aware of where there might be some tightness or some tension. If there's a way to maybe release your shoulders or your neck. Go ahead and do that. But just really inviting that curiosity and non-judgment to your practice this evening. And then allow your arms to just rest by your side. If you're in a chair, they're going to just hang down by your sides. If you're sitting on a cushion, you might find your fingertips just gently touching the floor. And again, connecting to the rhythm of your breath. And then starting with your right arm, turn your palm up. And as you inhale, just gently stretch that arm up and over your head. As you exhale, turn the palm out and release it down. Just notice what that feels like all the way. We're going to do that again, inhaling up. Notice how your shoulder, your arm, into your hands and your fingertips. Exhaling down. And now we're going to take it into a little bit of a side stretch. So inhaling the arm up, exhale up and over to the side, and then inhale, stretch up, and exhale back down. Let's do that again. So inhale, stretch up, root down through your feet, lengthen up through your spine, and then exhale up and over, inhale straight up, and exhale back down. Last time, inhale, stretching that arm up, and exhale up and over. And stay there. If you find there's too much tension in your shoulder, you can rest your hand on your head. I had a little bit of an injury, well, a big injury last fall, so I'm just going to rest my hand here. I could also just rest it on my shoulder. So there's always options. So it's all about taking good care of yourself and really feel a sense of the breath in your side body and your rib cage. Relax any tension in your face or anywhere else that you notice in your body. Breathing. On your next inhale, you're going to stretch that arm straight up again, turn the palm out, and exhale as you release. Good. Let both arms just relax and hang. Maybe take a little roll of your shoulders for a moment. Notice how your shoulder blades are moving. And then take a moment to notice. Notice the difference between the right side that we just stretched out and the left side. You feel a little bit more space in that side. You've created a little bit more space for breath. All right, so ready for the other side. Turn your left palm up to begin with. Inhale, stretch that arm up. And turn the palm out, exhale down. So it's just straight up and down to begin with, just kind of warming up. Inhale, stay rooted into the ground as you reach up into the sky. And then exhaling back down. All right, now we're taking the side stretch. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale straight up. And exhaling down. Stay in a comfortable range of motion. Inhale that arm, it just floats up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale up. And exhaling down. Last time, and we'll hold it here. So inhaling up. Exhale up and over. Find that comfortable level of stretch for you, either reaching up and over, or if you need to, resting on your head or even on your shoulders. So lots of different levels of stretch for different bodies. Expand that breath into the left side of your body, rib cage. Give that left lung a little bit more space. Next inhale, stretch up. And exhale as you release down. Let's give a little roll of your shoulders here. we so often forget that we have bodies. We live up in our heads, so it's good to just treat our bodies with a little bit of kindness. So you can just gently clasp your hands in your lap. We're going to move into our meditation practice. So reestablish that nice seated posture, either sitting on your cushion or sitting on your chair, feet grounded. I'm feeling that sense of just comfort. You've got this lovely long spine, but it's not overly rigid. It's just that very natural sense of sitting up tall, attentive, aware. So we're going to be using some breathing gathas from the Plum Village tradition. In this tradition, we use breathing gathas to help focus and direct the mind. And gathas are words or phrases that are repeated silently with the breath, similar to mantras, which are said to be words of power to help focus the mind. And today we'll use one of Thai's most beloved and well-known breathing gathas, and it's based on the Sutra of Full Awareness of Breathing. It's very deep, the full sutra. But this particular gatha takes us on a journey from the breath to the body, to recognizing our thoughts and feelings, and to simply dwelling happily in the present moment. I'm going to start with the sound of a bell again to invite us into this sacred space together. Simply bring your awareness to the feeling of your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. The movement of your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And so the first gatha is breathing in. I know that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I'm breathing out. It's that simple recognition of the in-breath and the out-breath. And we can usually shorten to just a word as you breathe in and a word as you breathe out. So as you breathe in, saying quietly in your mind, in, and as you breathe out, out. Simply connecting to that gentle, effortless movement of breath. You might feel the breath in and out through the nostrils. You might feel it moving back further into the nasal passage and touching through into the back of the throat. Notice where else in your body that you feel the movement of breath. Repeating quietly in your mind, in, out. we take time to focus on the breath, you may notice that the breath just naturally begins to deepen and slow down. And so the next gatha is breathing in deep and breathing out slow. And so the word deep as you breathe in, slow as you breathe out. And you may want to take your attention now into your belly and your rib cage to just gently encourage that fully taking in the breath and letting it out slowly. And you're not really trying or forcing or changing the breath. You're just letting this all happen very organically and naturally. Deep, slow. You may want to follow the breath all the way to the end of the exhale. And notice the pause there and just let yourself kind of rest in that pause for a moment before the next inhale arises. Next breathing gatha is breathing in calm, breathing out with ease. As you breathe in, just imagine you're breathing in all that calm and peaceful energy. And as you breathe out, just notice in your body a place that maybe feels tight or constricted. And just send it that loving energy of your breath. Give it a little bit of ease. Maybe it's something in the face or the jaw. Maybe it's your shoulders, back. Lots of places in our body that gather tension. So calm as you breathe in. Ease as you breathe out. Have a sense of softening into that ease. Maybe that sense of the weight of your body can rest a little bit deeper into your cushion or your chair. Calm, ease. The next gata is breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. And so you may have noticed that the mind isn't always quiet, that thoughts come and thoughts go. And the practice is just to simply recognize those thoughts and smile at them, not resist them. Just smile, oh yes, I'm thinking. And I release and I let that thought go. So perhaps saying silently to yourself, smile, and you can actually feel a gentle smile on your face, the smile of the Buddha, the enlightened one. And release as you exhale. And the final gata brings us right here into the present moment. And just that natural feeling of peace and happiness that can arise. And so it's present moment, wonderful moment. You can change the words if you like, maybe perfect moment, happy moment, sacred moment. Sometimes when I get to this point of the meditation, I just allow the words to drop away and just allow myself to settle with each breath deeper and deeper into this moment. So again, using whatever words help to remind you to stay here in the moment. Maybe it's here now, creating both that internal and external rhythm. We'll sit for a few more moments in silence. Thank you for your practice. You might want to take a moment and stretch and move, do what you need to release.